What's up YouTube? It's your boy Jono, and today we're gonna be getting into the R32 Skyline. Boom! Selector! What's up YouTube? It's your boy Jono, and today we are going to be getting into the loud R32 Skyline. Oh yeah, what's up YouTube? We're gonna be getting into this thing today. Oh shit. G'day. How the bloody hell are ya? My name's Jono, and welcome to the first episode of Hopschopshop. Feels pretty weird to say that. Never really thought of myself as being much of a YouTuber before, but after watching YouTube videos most nights for the last over a year now, trying to drown out the sounds of the Mrs. Terrible TV programs we've got blaring in the background, I sort of thought I might give it a nudge. So yeah, I kind of thought I would have liked to do the first episode with the car going. With these vehicles that we have come to love so dearly, doesn't always go that way. Doesn't always go to plan. So yeah, I thought I would just do a little vid of where the car's at in its current form, a bit of history on it, and just a general bloody overview really. Yeah, so straddle in. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, so this is her. She's a 92 GTE Skyline, factory 20E body. I was fortunate enough to pick her up with an RB20 jet already put into it from a lovely bloke down in Hastings. I managed to get it for a pretty good price, I think. I did get in just before the craziness of the hike that you see at the moment. I picked it up for $7 grand, which was it was pretty well priced at the time, but absolute madness when you think about it now. These things are going for 30, like 25, 30 probably in this sort of current form. It did have COVID rego and no WOF, no cert, but yeah, that was around the time they were about, it was about 12 to 14 you were paying for WOF reg cert one, which I sort of thought, oh, a bit steep, didn't really want to pay that. Yeah, you laugh at it now, it's bloody skyrocketed, but I did have the ambitions to just take it drifting, so I didn't want to really get a too nicer one. Yeah, I sort of had the idea that it was going to be a track car. Initially I wanted to have the track car and the street car, you know, do the thing that everyone wants to do, but you soon learn that doesn't bloody work at all. You can't bloody do that. You can't do any cool shit to street cars and have it legal and not fight off cops here and there and crazy Canberra and all that jazz. But yeah, no, she's been pretty good really. Funny story, went down to Hastings on a Friday with the bro Jimmy. We sort of rocked up to the dude's house, and he was like, oh yeah man, it's just getting me into too much trouble, you know, like it was just getting into too much trouble with the police and this, that and the other. And I was like, oh yeah, fair enough man, it's, yeah, you get that with these cars. And then so we jumped in it. He's like, oh, I'll take you for a drive anyway. Jumped in it, started it up, and he's like, oh, I'll just let it warm up for a bit. Yeah, and I think we got to the end of the street and he was like, oh yeah, nah, she's warm now, she's warm, yep, it should be good. And then just opened it up down the bloody road. Next thing I know, we're doing like 140 and a 50, just hooning down some residential street in Hastings. And yeah, I was thinking to myself, I was like, no wonder you're getting yourself in trouble, pal. Yeah, sort of doing these speeds. Yeah, so, but that was all good though. It checked out pretty all good. Like it was relatively straight. Yeah, there was a few little things that were rough around the edges that I didn't really mind. I sort of always had the plan that I was going to get it a cert. Like I even booked it a cert not that long after I got it, and then cancelled it straight away because I was like, what are you doing? that's not going to help it become a better drift car. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so we took down some Primera wheels because initially he said I could come on the choice of 2 wheels. And I think the first set were set of work Euro lines, which yeah, wasn't really into that. And the others were like some 15-inch Watanabe style things, I think that's what they were. I'm not really sure, not really up with the play on fake wheels, but they were small anyway. And naturally, yeah, I was like, nah, I'll go with neither, thanks man. It was still 4-stud, so I had Primera that was at home on the tech, so I had the old Primera wheels and bloody just chucked them in the ute and took it down and whacked it on, and what do you know, she yeah, bolt straight up, obviously, Nissan 4-stud. So we got that back here, and then yeah, did the swap, and yeah, trouble-free motoring ever since. Yeah, well, nearly trouble-free motoring. That was the result of the first engine that yeah, didn't go too well. That was, bear in mind, after about a year of events, and it didn't actually go south until, here's the remainder of the piston on the ball there, didn't actually go south until I tried to get it on the dyno and we tried to get some power out of it, to be honest. I think the motor was a little bit tired, and I just, you know, threw all the usual things at it. RB20 starter pack, bloody Z32 MAF and GDR injectors, Walbro pump, 25 turbo, all the usual jazz that you can seem to throw at these things, and they usually love it. But yeah, wasn't until we tried to wind the boost up that it sort of started showing its little issues. It started running considerably shitter after it made 200 kilowatt, I think, or people will probably pipe in that know the car, 197. Yeah, but nearly 200 kilowatt. Yeah, so I didn't really like that too much. Got it home and it was running, sort of farting and carrying on the bloody at idle and shit, and I sort of took it for, like, you know, once it came on boost, it was sweet. It was like, you're like, oh yeah, sweet, all good. No, it goes hard. But I, yeah, compression tested it again, and one cylinder was on like 60 psi, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay, no, she's not too happy at all. But yeah, no, when in Rome, it was sort of sent it anyway. I was like, oh well, we're gonna rebuild it. Might as well send her off. So yeah, she completed a whole drift day with that much compression on the cylinder. Gotta love them, eh? Nearly a whole day until about the last session of the day. And yeah, coming around the old Hampton sweeper, top of third, just bloody and then smoke screen. Yeah, she was all over Red Rover. Yeah, I think it was at that Mad Mike day in particular that in the morning, I can't remember if it was him or one of his Marshall dudes, sort of came up to me and he said, I think your car's leaking a bit of oil, mate. And I sort of thought, I was like, really? Nah, she doesn't do that. She bloody don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I popped the hood and she was pissing. She was absolutely dripping oil. It was coming out the bloody catch can, just seething out all down over everything. And in the morning it was wet, so you could sort of distinctively see where I was going as the water was changing colour into, you know, like that colourful shit. The bloody, like that kind of, I don't know if you can see that or not, but the Primera looks a bit of oil. But yeah, we just kept going. We just sent it anyway. I was like, oh, he didn't tell me to stop, so I was like, oh, sweet as, all good. But that was all good. I was like, oh well, sweet. At least it went mean for most of the day. And then yeah, that's pretty much been her since that. That was about 6 months ago. Did get another motor. That was like really cheap, but it had good compression. Put a box on the ground and bolted a box and a starter up on the ground and stuff, and it had turned it over, had good compression. But yeah, should have seen the signs. You know, she was cheap. So, but I sort of thought, what could be the worst that could happen? But yeah, no, the head ended up being pretty worse for wear. The cam had been rubbing on the cam journal in the head, so I don't know what's the go there, whether it was an oil gallery was blocked. Some people say it was oil gallery. Some people say it was a timing belt that was too tight. I don't know. It's all good. She's history now, but we've got another motor on the way. and yeah, it should be ready in a month or so. So pretty excited to get that, and then yeah, really wind her up and see what she's good for. But yeah, the car as of now it's sitting on the CST Hyper Zeros on one side because I've got a mate borrowing the T7Rs that I usually have for the back, and I kind of wanted to see what it would look like with chrome wheels. Well, give it the impression that it's got chrome wheels all round. If you can't tell, kind of like chrome. And yeah, I thought it looked pretty sweet, but yeah, not a lot to say. Standard 5-stud 33 big brakes, all the jazz. It's sitting on some old school 10 adjustees, which are wound all the way down. I don't even think they're captive, but not really too phased about that. I'll spend some money and get some good juddies one day. And on the front it's got BC Reds, so a little bit more support in the front. It's obviously got the Vertex kit, well, luxury sports Vertex style kits. Yeah, couldn't really justify going for the whole, you know, genuine $3,000 kit. Probably gonna get ruined anyway. As you can see, this front bar has had quite a life. I actually spent ages getting that good, and I put it on and it just broke straight away. So that was, yeah, whatever, don't really care, it's just how it is. Running the highest quality AliExpress canards all round. Didn't really, yeah, again, couldn't really justify going for the old genuine option on that. Don't really care. As for under the hood, not a lot going on. Yeah, to be expected. It's got a sweet purple subframe that I painted when it was out last time, and I moved the rack forward. Never really welded anything in my life until I got this car, and then I got the stepdad's bloody MIG welder, and then what do you know, should have been a fab guy. Got a, oh yeah, power steering cooler down here, which does about 5/8 of F-all. I just thought that would be a good idea, putting one of them on, because I keep rinsing power steering pumps until I learnt about electric power steering pumps. So that'll probably be the option at some time in the future. Yeah, oh yeah, we've got ticks on one side at the moment. Oh yeah, nice. Just slid under a bloody tree. Watered all over me. Yeah, ticks on one side because who doesn't love ticks? And I just wanted to see what the other side would look like. But yeah, 25mm spacers. That wheel actually looks on the piss now that I'm looking at it. Looks like it's towed out or something. I don't know, we'll deal with that another day. Yeah, as for the inside, she's all pretty bone stock. I should have done a lot of other modifications. Being a drift car before I sort of did other ones, I just sort of, yeah, went with, I guess, form over function. I just try to get the look of it pretty cool, but yeah, it's got some glittery cluster in there. Yeah, she's all pretty run-of-the-mill stuff. It's got some fancy blue lights for effect. It's got the gritty boost controller in there. Pretty unnecessary, about double the price to anything else that was on the market, but I mean, look at it, sick. Got some kind of double din DVD player head unit in there, which the car came with. And I was like, oh yeah, sweet. You never know when you're gonna just, you know, bust out a DVD at the track. Yep. And oh, I got some mirrors actually. Yeah, I took the tints off recently because I managed to pick up some mirror tints for a absolute steal. So yeah, we'll chuck them on in the next week or so, and that should look pretty trick. Yeah, so that'll probably wrap it up, I reckon. I hope you guys enjoyed the first little episode and history lesson on the R32 in my time of ownership. Yeah, as things progress with the car and with once I get the new motor back from the shop and get it all assembled, I'll probably do a little video on that and a rundown, but I'll probably just incorporate that all into one, and then once you get on the dyno, yeah, hopefully it'll be before the end of the year, but it'll just sort of depend on things turning up and yeah, parts arriving and etc. But yeah, so this is the part, I guess, where I'm supposed to say like, comment and subscribe. Well, if you did like the video, I'm sure you'll bloody like it. And if you did want to leave a comment about anything, that's cool. That's cool too. You can, yeah, tap your bloody little comments in there. And subscribing, yes. Well, I don't want to fill you guys with false hope, thinking, you know, to tell you to smash that subscribe button for you to get home after work and, you know, get on your computers and they think, oh shit, I wonder if Johnny's bloody uploaded, I wonder if he's uploaded a video on the Skyline. But yeah, I'm not going to be uploading fresh content daily or weekly or any of that kind of jazz. I just sort of do it as a bit of a side gig, a bit of a hobby. I've sort of got a bit on with life and the house and work and yeah, just all that kind of fun stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, obviously, if you did want to smash that subscribe button, then that'll be sweet too. So, fill your boots, whatever way you want to go about that. But if you do want to leave a comment and ask me about anything you might want to see in the future, maybe you guys probably follow me on, or if you do follow me on Instagram, you would see that I've got a P11 wagon that I sort of spend a bit of time mucking around with. It's nothing too strenuous, but it's just slammed on some wheels, and yeah, I don't know if you guys want to see a video on that, or maybe you want to see a video on the LDV. Hey, I don't know, there might be a market out there. Maybe people are bloody dropping them on their guts in Saudi Arabia or something, I don't know, but whatever you're into, but yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Show me your genitals. Your genitals.
What?
Show me your genitals.
Genitalia.
Show me your genitals. Your genitals.
What?
Oh yeah, what's up YouTube? We're gonna be getting into this thing today. Oh shit.